Bill Burr is right about women. Just so we're clear, Bill Burr is 100% correct about women. And our educational system, particularly the higher learning aspect of academia, is man, throw it all away. Just throw the whole thing away. Rutgers dean frets over election unrest, urges colleagues not to schedule tests or homework for days following November 3rd contest. This is written by New Jersey Globe staff. This is that's where we're getting this one from, and it's you can see the crazy in her eyes. She's so concerned. Oh, somebody please think of the children, despite the fact that they come to college to become adults, to better become adults, because they should have been learning how to become adults from high school. Oh! Carolyn Moling, the Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education at the Rutgers University School of Arts and Sciences, has written a Dear Colleagues letter to all professors and lecturers at the state university, requesting that they refrain from scheduling challenging classwork or homework for the days immediately following the November 3rd election. One professor told the New Jersey Globe that the concern seems aimed at either a Donald Trump victory of a contested election, which would presumably trigger warning, enough worry that students could not properly focus on their schoolwork. They seem to be anticipating a big Trump victory. Do they know something I don't? Said the professor. Jesus Christ. Yes, 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 they do. The letter reads, Dear colleagues, the New Brunswick Faculty Council has issued a statement encouraging faculty to consider not giving exams or assigning papers for the days immediately following the election because, oh my goodness, like, it could just be so traumatic. These kids, somebody please think of the children. I would ask that you share this statement with your faculty. I understand how challenging it is for instructors to change their course schedules mid-semester, but I anticipate that the days leading up to and immediately following the election will be tumultuous. No, you know what? A lot of people think that. I'm praying that the adults stand up. I really just like, you know what? Yeah, it's been this way for 4 years. Things have been worse. Just another day. Like we'll get through this. Why? Because we're Americans and we're awesome. We rock this shit. Regardless of which way. Like getting our way, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine to not get your way. What what I think masculinity does far better than femininity is adjust to not getting our way. Because we face it our entire lives as men. We get told no far more often and far more frequently than females ever will. And so until they hit the wall. And so it's really to have all of these, because let's be real. We're looking at a feminist, a total blue teamer right here. Probably divorced. Was definitely bad back in the day. Like 20 years ago, she probably looked like Kristen Bell. But now she's just so concerned about the mental not the mental tumultually. Don't ask. But the mental wherewithal that the students will have to go through when on November 3rd if Trump wins, that maybe you shouldn't continue about your life as if it's just another day, which is like the complete antithesis of what I believe someone is supposed to get out of the college experience. Life goes on. There's just tomorrow. Pardon me. There's just tomorrow. That's it. But no. We gotta change the world. We all need to be sensitive how this will affect our students. Thank you, Carolyn. Moling is an economic historian, oh Christ, who taught at Ohio State and Yale before coming to the Rutgers Department of Economics in 2006. No stranger to politics or the role economics plays in it, she is the co-author of Votes for Women, an economic perspective on women enfranchisement and immigrant assimilation into U.S. prisons. 1900 to 1930. It is unclear whether the concerned faculty are expected traumatized students or even unrest. In the event of an unexpected election outcome or a contested result, Moling did not immediately respond to a 5:55 p.m. email seeking comment. Oh, ma'am, there's your students are on the precipice of becoming adults. And one of the things that I think college has really deprived a lot, like generations of students of at this point, is that is the the harsh reality of not getting your way. I don't know. There was a video that came out like 2 3 years ago of a Yale student who was just berating the professor. Why don't you step down? You're supposed to be creating a home here. He's like, he's calmly explaining to her, hey, I don't see that as my job to create a home here for you because this is college. I mean, trust me, if you pay a year, if you pay for college, for a mortgage for what you pay for a semester in college, yeah, you probably won't even want a home. Too damn expensive, for real. So it's not a home. It's a place where you're supposed to be learning the skills to go out into the real world and, and just knock it on out the park and live your best life. Babying adults, it just doesn't, it can't work. That's not how the real world works, or not how the real world is supposed to work. Now, in many cases, thanks to HR departments and the like, yeah, a lot of adults get babied. Okay, it does happen, but far more often is the case is that meritocracy is supposed to win in the end. Your ability to do that job and be a good ROI for whatever company or organization that desires to hire you is supposed to be at the top of your priority list. But when you have educators, I guess, like this, who are just like, oh yes, we need to take it easy on the children, that view college age adults as children instead of, yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to deal in the real world. That's how you end up with all these different college groups and organizations crying about their feelings and shit, when it's like, dude, just go about your life. Just go about your life. It's all good. Like it'll work itself out. But it is what it is. Most people just don't get that. But yeah, I found this to be an amazingly hilarious situation here that's taking place right here in the good old New Jersey. Everything else is just everything else is just, I guess, election fodder. Like, we're in the middle of October right now, all the October surprises. There's been so many, like, everybody's really wrapped up in election that is kind of boring to an extent. So I found this to be particularly interesting. So with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring, and also visit me over on the Patreon. Links in the description. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah. Karen Lynn. Because I know her name's Carolyn, but I feel like just calling her Carolyn. They're adults. The one thing you're supposed to be teaching them, ma'am, is how to deal with things that they don't like, or situations out of their control that they can't particularly handle. And if you're gonna sit here and baby them, then why do you even have your position? Maybe you're at the wrong academic level. Maybe you should go down to the 5th and 6th grade, but even then you'll just probably sit there at your Zoom class with a cradling your box of wine and crying about Trump. Who the hell knows, man? Don't you got grandkids or something like that? Your own children to sit there and baby and treat the people who are paying you for an education as the adults that you're supposed. I don't know. Either ways, guys, you may disagree with me, and that's what I have a comment section for. Until the next one.